Hey everyone, welcome back to English Uncovered. I'm Peter, and if you saw our last episode, I promised we'd talk about funny cultural differences today. And here we are. Before we start, quick reminder. If you like learning English with real-life stories, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any episodes. Also, the full dialogue transcript is available as a free PDF. Check the link in the description and the pinned comment below. Today's episode is all about those small, awkward moments that happen when cultures meet, the ones that make you laugh and teach you real English naturally. We'll listen, laugh, and pick up useful phrases along the way.
Hi, everyone. I have so many funny stories. I can't wait to share them.
Perfect. Let's get into it. All right, so let me tell you one of my most embarrassing and funny travel stories. It happened a few years ago when I went to Japan for the first time. Beautiful country, amazing food, but very different culture. So one evening, I went to this small traditional restaurant, kind of quiet, peaceful, Everyone was eating politely, almost silently, and I sat down thinking, okay, time to blend in. The waiter came, super polite, and brought me a bowl of noodles. And I remembered someone told me that in Japan, making noise while eating noodles is actually polite. Like slurping means you're enjoying the food. So I thought, all right, Peter, do it right. Be respectful. Slurp. And I did it. A huge slurp, like really loud.
Oh no, how did they react?
Everyone turned to look at me. Apparently, I did it too loud. I didn't realize there's a polite level of slurping. Mine sounded like I was trying to drink the entire soup in one go.
So they stared at you like, what is he doing?
Exactly. And the waiter, bless him, just smiled awkwardly like, oh, foreigner. So I quickly stopped, smiled, and said, so sorry, delicious soup, hoping that would fix everything. Then I tried to keep eating quietly, pretending nothing happened, but I could still hear people whispering and giggling. So yeah, I didn't realize I just made a whole performance out of my noodles.
That's so funny. But you know what? That's how you learn.
Exactly. Those moments when everyone laughs and you feel embarrassed are actually great lessons. I learned 3 things that day. First, always observe what locals do before you copy them. Second, don't assume. Politeness looks different in every culture. And third, never slurp with confidence unless you're absolutely sure it's welcome.
Teacher, what does blend in mean?
Ah, great question. To blend in means to fit in or to look and act like the people around you so you don't stand out. For example, when I moved to Japan, I tried to blend in by learning a few polite phrases.
So I didn't realize? That means you didn't know something before?
Exactly. It's like saying, I didn't know until later. For example, I didn't realize everyone was watching me.
So everyone laughed. But did anyone say anything to you after?
Oh, yeah. When I was leaving, an older man smiled at me and said something like, very brave, which I think meant you tried and failed, but good effort.
That's kind of sweet, though. At least they saw you were trying.
Yeah. And that's the thing. When you travel or speak another language, people appreciate when you try. Even if you make a mistake, they see the effort. So don't be afraid to sound funny, just laugh and learn.
Exactly. That's how I feel speaking English sometimes. I make mistakes, but I keep going and laugh a lot.
That's the spirit, Sulamita. So next time you're eating noodles, maybe don't slurp too loud, but if you do, just say, I'm learning. All right, that was my embarrassing story. Now, it's your turn, Sulamita. You said you had one about cultural differences, right?
Yes, I have one, and it's about hugs.
Oh, hugs. This is going to be good. Go on, tell us.
Okay, so when I first came to the United States, I didn't know that people here, they hug a lot, like for everything.
That's true, yes. Americans are very hug-friendly.
Yeah. In my country, I'm from Malawi, we usually just shake hands when we meet someone for the first time. It's polite, it's formal, you know?
Yes, that's very common in many African cultures. Handshakes first, hugs later.
Exactly. So one day, it was maybe my second week in the US. I went to my new school, and one of the girls, she came to me with a big smile and just hugged me.
Wait, she what?
She hugged me.
She hugged me. Past tense.
Yes. She hugged me. And I was like, what is happening? Because I didn't expect that at all.
That's such a natural reaction. What did you do?
I just stood there, completely still. Like I didn't move my arms, I didn't hug back, I just froze.
Oh no. So she's hugging you, and you're like a statue.
Yes, exactly. She was hugging me so warmly, and I was just standing there thinking, is this normal? What do I do now?
That's such a great example of a cultural difference. So what happened next?
She pulled back, looked at me, and said, "Oh, sorry, you're not a hugger, are you?" And I didn't even know what that meant, a hugger.
Yeah, that's a funny word. A hugger means someone who likes hugging, someone who hugs people a lot.
Right. So I said, maybe not yet. And she laughed and said, "Don't worry, we'll make you one."
That's so American.
Yes. And the next day, she hugged me again. But that time, I tried to hug back, just a little. It was strange at first, but later, I started to like it.
Ah, that's really sweet. So you got used to it.
Yes, now when I meet my friends here, I also hug them. But sometimes when I go back to Malawi, I forget and I try to hug people and they look at me like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, that's hilarious. So you brought American culture back home.
Yes. And my mom says, Sulamita, you've been in America too long."
That's such a beautiful story. And, it shows something important, that body language can be so different from country to country.
Yes. In my country, we usually don't hug at first. We shake hands, smile, and maybe later, when we are close friends, we can hug. But in the US, even if it's the first day, people hug you like they already know you.
Exactly. That's a great observation. And what's interesting is, for Americans, that hug is a way of saying, you're welcome here. But for someone from another culture, it can feel too close or even uncomfortable at first.
Yes. At first, it was so strange, but now I understand. It's their way of being friendly.
Right. And that's a perfect example of learning English and culture together. Because language isn't just words, it's also gestures, body language, tone, everything.
Yes, exactly. And sometimes you don't even need to speak. Just a hug or a smile can say a lot.
That's beautifully said, Sulamita. Oh, and before we move on, let's just fix one small thing. You said earlier, she hugged me. The correct way is she hugged me, because it's past tense. It happened already.
Yes. She hugged me. Got it. I'll never forget that one, because now every time someone hugs me, I'll remember the grammar.
Perfect. That's the best kind of learning, real-life learning. So let's review a few expressions we heard. In my country, we usually, it was so strange at first. She hugged me. I didn't know what to do. Now I'm used to it. These are great for talking about past experiences and cultural differences in English.
All right, everyone, that was so much fun. Now, let's hear from you. Have you ever experienced a funny cultural misunderstanding? Or something surprising when meeting people from another country?
Yes. One time in Brazil, a tourist, he kissed my hand when we met. I was like, what?
Oh, really? That's quite old-fashioned, right? Like something from a movie.
Yes. Yes. I didn't know what to do, so I just said, thank you?
Oh my God, that's so funny. In my country, we don't do that at all.
Right? See, that's the beauty of cultural differences. Sometimes what's polite in one country can feel strange in another.
Yeah. In my opinion, people in America say, "How are you?" but they don't really want to know.
That's true, Ahmed. It's just a greeting, not an invitation to tell your life story.
Yes, I learned that the hard way. Someone said, "How are you?" And I started to explain my day. She looked confused.
Oh no, that's a classic.
But look, now you know. That's exactly why we talk about these things. Learning a language is also learning the culture behind it.
I think it's beautiful, though. Different cultures have different ways to show kindness.
That's a wonderful point, Lena. In the end, these little differences make us smile, learn, and connect better with people everywhere.
Exactly. And I feel more confident now. Even when I make mistakes, I know it's part of the learning.
Perfect attitude, Sulamita. Everyone, give her a big hand. All right, my friends. Next time, we're diving even deeper into culture and language, so stay tuned. All right, everyone, that was amazing. Thank you all for sharing your stories. I think today we learned two big lessons. First, never assume your culture is the same as someone else's. And second, it's okay to laugh at your mistakes.
Yes, and to make more mistakes so we can learn more next time.
Exactly. That's the spirit, Sulamita. Remember, the best way to learn English is to live it, not just study it. So, if you enjoyed today's conversation, hit that like button, subscribe to English Uncovered, and don't forget you can download today's full dialogue in PDF format. The link's in the description, and in the pinned comment.
And if you've ever had a funny cultural misunderstanding, tell us in the comments. We want to read your stories.
Yes, share your experience. We might even read some of them in the next episode. And speaking of that, next time we're going to talk about the funniest misunderstandings between tourists and locals.
Oh, that's going to be so good. I already have a story for that one.
I bet you do. All right, everyone. See you in the next class. Keep smiling, keep learning, and keep speaking English.
Bye, guys. See you soon.